I've tried to make this video for like the past, I would say 5 minutes, and I don't know how to start it. I don't know if I should do like a YouTuber intro or if I just should just talk. And honestly, I don't care if anyone watches because I just need to get my thoughts out. And it beats going to therapy because I can't afford it. But I just want to talk. And if you do watch it, I would appreciate it. If not, no hard feelings. I get it. What is this video about? What is this video about? It's in two parts, but like the one part encompasses all of it. So just Chandler, just get to the point. On June 13th, my mother passed away. And you know, the default of like when something like that happens is for people to say I'm fine. Because you typically don't want to burden other people with your emotions. You don't want to seem weak in front of them. You want them to see you as like what you were before the tragedy, like before the really bad thing that happened. But I am fine. I know what I just said, like, oh, red flag, Chandler's not fine. I mean, you're not going to be fine. Like, your parent passed away. And no matter how old you are, you're never ready for it. But yeah, that's kind of what I've been doing for the past week almost. I was doing all right there. You know, I was doing really good with YouTube. I was uploading pretty consistently, and then I had to go back to work. I got my job back, and I took like a week, maybe a week and a half off to, you know, focus on that. And I was getting back in the swing of things, and I was like, cool, I can start making YouTube videos probably as of when I had this thought last week. I was like, I'll take some time. I'll go make some. And then my mom passed away. And no one really prepares you for that. Especially in our case. Because my mom was sick for a while. I knew she was sick because when I moved out, like a month after. I don't know if I ever told this on the channel or not. And if I did, you're listening to it again. My mom, when I moved out, just a lot of stuff happened. Like, she had double pneumonia, almost died, lost both of her legs, had heart problems, had brain problems, liver, diabetes, whatever. It just all of it happened like genuinely, I think within the span of like 8 years. Because I moved out about 8 years ago. And just all of that happened at once. And that's the stuff I knew about. That's the stuff that my brothers knew about. That wasn't everything. I don't know what all was wrong with my mom. And I never will. My mom was very proud. Not now, phone. My mom was very proud. I think that's where I get a lot of it from. She didn't want anybody to see her like weak. She didn't like asking for help. And that was just my mom. She was so stubborn to a fault. And I'm gonna say this publicly, even though I've only told my friends, and so my brothers might watch this. And this will be news to them because, hey, but in 2020, me and my mom started to drift apart. Not that like we disagreed on like COVID or anything like that, because she was also like, my dad's like old school, so like he's like, well, you know, if God wanted us to wear masks, but he's not, you know, the type. That's not my dad. My dad was not like that. My dad's like stubborn like my mom. But my mom, she was very sick, like high risk. If she would have got COVID, gone. So I stayed away from her. And then we just over 20, I think that put a strain on our relationship. And like I was getting older. So like I'm 30 right now. Moved out about 8 years ago. So I was like 21, 22. I was 21, about to turn 22, because it was November of 2017 is when I moved out. And I was like 21. I'm a fresh adult, and I need to go out there and make a blaze, and put my mark on the world, and live my life of my own. And my mom had a lot of demons, and she couldn't let go. And I get it. It's really hard. Like whenever you move out, and your kid, your baby, who you will always see as your baby, is gone. Like moving out and living a life of their own and being their own adult, and it's really hard. And I act like I know. I act like I know of like parenthood. I don't, but I'm just assuming of like. My mom also would tell me these things too. Like she'd be like, it's really hard that you moved out, and um, you'll always be my kid. And, yeah, with all that, 2020, I kind of already mourned my mom of who my mom was when I was a kid. Um, we weren't necessarily as close as we used to be. I think the only time that you guys have seen my mom was my moving out vlog that I made. I think that was the only time I saw my mom healthy. And I'll have that. That's on my old channel of my mom saying that she would miss talking to me. I don't want to cry on camera again because oh man, that feels fake. You know what I mean? That feels like, oh, I'm generating clicks. Even though no one's genuinely going to think that. My brain is like, oh, if you cry on camera, oh, thumbnail. You gotta laugh through it, man. You gotta laugh through the pain. You gotta laugh. So yeah, me and my mom, we weren't necessarily close. But I loved my mom. Even with the distance between us, even with our relationship being strained, I still loved her. I still wanted her to be okay, you know? And the week before she passed away, she called me. And my mom was the type of person, like, my mom called me like 7 times a day, and I just wouldn't answer. I blocked her number because I'm not getting into all that right now. That's like, oh, you need to seek a therapist, dog. Like, that's big. But, and at the end of the day, I don't really care how it's going to make me look. This is the truth. And I always said I'd be truthful to you guys. This is it. This is the truth. But, yeah, she would call me all the time. And I was like, okay, something. Hey, Mom, what's up? And I remember driving home from Taco Bell. That's like right up the street from me. And she was like calling me almost in tears and being like, what do I need to do to make it right between us? And I was like, Mom, like I've told you, you know, and you're not listening. I've told you. And then she was like, I don't know why I'm like this. I say things and I don't mean them. And it's like I say something and my brain is like, don't say that, and I say it. And it was the first time I heard my mom ever... It's the first time I heard my mom actually admit that something was wrong. Like, with the way she treated people. Because my mom was also very nice, but she was also very mean. My dad will tell you that. Like, but my mom was very sweet. But my mom... I don't want to get into that right now. Like, my mom had a lot of issues. But she was human. We're all human. We all have flaws. And she was like, you know, I am sorry. And then she said, I don't want to die. And I don't want you to have all these regrets of not speaking to me. Of like not resolving the that's what's going on between you. And she didn't mean that in a mean way. It was more like a, hey, like if I die, I don't want you to have regrets of me passing on and you can't say you're sorry. Like, I forgive you or anything like that. Because she kind of knew she lost a lot of people, so she knew what that felt like. And I was like, okay, Mom. Okay. But what I wanted to say at the time was, I'll cross that bridge when I get there. And now here I am. At the bridge I said cross when I got there. And I don't know what to do. Like, I'm fine. Like, I feel okay now. But I know there's going to be a time where I'm sitting, and it's going to hit me. And I'm going to fucking crash. And it's going to feel like the world is collapsing. And I had that moment Monday when we were at the funeral home. I'm not omitting stuff to kind of try to make myself seem to garner sympathy, and I'm not trying to make me appear in a more positive light. It's not that at all. I've said many times I've never viewed myself as a good person. Like, I'm not like a edgy person, but like, I never viewed myself as a great person. And I don't want to come off as me trying to garner sympathy and have people feel sorry for me. That's just not who I am. Yeah, I don't even know if people have gotten to this far. If you have, you're a trooper, and I appreciate you. But yeah, one of the best examples of grief that I've ever heard about was grief is like a box, and in this box is a button, and every time the button gets hit, you feel that grief. Wait, it's a ball in the box, and the ball is grief, and the button, every time that ball hits the button, you feel the grief, you feel the wave of sadness, and over time the box gets bigger, and you're able to carry that with you better. You have more room for it. Not that the grief is getting smaller. I mean, technically it is, but in this instance, it's not that the grief is getting smaller. It's the fact that the box is getting bigger, and you're able to carry it better. That ball is still going to hit that button, and you're still going to feel that grief, but it's going to be less frequent because the box is bigger. And I think my box of grief is already decently sized. And then there'll be times where that ball just hits that button, and I feel it. But yeah, that's where I've been. I do want to keep making videos. I'm not quitting. Obviously, I'm making this. Because if I wanted to quit, I just wouldn't make this video. I like tell you guys, like, hey, here I am. I wouldn't do that. Because I think I need to stay busy. And I think I need to make videos. I need to get back into the passion of it. But I didn't want to come back without telling you guys what was wrong. I know it's going to be hard. But I would like to think I'm tough. And if you're going through something similar, you're tough too. I pray to God you haven't lost any of your parents, but I know it happens. Or maybe you lost someone close to you, like a parental figure. Maybe you lost somebody. And I know it may not feel like it, but it does get better. I lost my mom a week ago, and I haven't broke yet. My mom would want me to break. So yeah, that's I just wanted to talk and update you guys on where my brain is at with all this. Barely any edits, just raw footage. I appreciate all of you. We don't have a lot here in this community, but I appreciate you guys all the same. See you in the next one. Bye, Mom.